welcome to Waukee Northwest High School as we bring you high school baseball, 96.9 FM, simulcast, video streaming on CISN TV. Glad to have you aboard with us here this evening in the CIML matchup as the Waukee Northwest Wolves play host to the Dowling Catholic Maroons in a CIML matchup. Both teams have taken their infield ready to go, JV in the books. A single header here tonight, and for Waukee Northwest, schedule broke well for them as last night they had a game scheduled, a doubleheader against Iowa City High, one of the best teams in the state. Because of the rains, though, that game was canceled, so should have a good pitching staff ready to go for this one here tonight. On the other side, Dowling Catholic played one half of their doubleheader last night as they faced off in their matchup against their crosstown rival, the Valley Tigers. Fell in that one 3-2, but the first loss in a week and a half for Dowling Catholic, starting to play some of their best baseball of the season. We'll take a quick timeout, come back here, bring you the starting lineups and the first pitch. Waukee Northwest playing host to the Dowling Catholic Maroons. This is high school baseball on CISN TV and audio on the radio side on 96.9 FM. Stay right there. We're back with more in a moment.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
It's hard to stop a train. A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Again to Waukee Northwest High School as we bring you high school baseball 96.9 FM along with our video stream this evening on CISN TV. Dowling Catholic on the road to face the Wolves of Waukee Northwest. Northwest off to a great start this year, 15-6 on the season. Dowling Catholic 9-9 on the year, but have turned it around here after a rough couple of opening weeks and playing their best baseball of the year. On the bump for Waukee Northwest will be Chuck Berdovich, who will get the start, the right-hander, taking his warm-up tosses for Waukee Northwest in their home white uniforms. Dowling Catholic will go like this. Leading things off, the shortstop, number 1, Carter Nicholson. Batting in the 2 spot, the center fielder, Will Kelly. Batting third, the pitcher, Jack Barrett. In the cleanup spot for the Maroons, number 23, first baseman, Dylan Webb. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 2, Parker DePhillips. Batting sixth, number 24, the catcher, Wyatt Jones. Playing the hot corner, wearing number 8, batting 7th, Joey Nahas. In the 8th spot, the second baseman, number 3, Blake Lawson. And the number 9 hitter, number 15, left fielder, Trey Wilson. They'll work against Berdovich for the Wolves. Comes in making his 5th start of the year. 21 2/3 innings pitched, a 1.29 ERA, 18 strikeouts this season against just 4 walks. Opponents batting 179
now batting
against
number 1,
Berdovich,
Carter
the junior
Nicholson.
right-hander this season. As we are ready to go, first pitch here at 7:12. As we are ready for CIML baseball here this evening. First pitch swinging, popped out of play up the right side as the count jumps to 0-1. Carter Nicholson at the plate for Dowling Catholic. Second on the team with 18 hits this year, 13 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple to his credit. Batting .321 on the year. Nicholson, a right-handed swinging bat. The senior looks out against Berdovich, the right-hander. Another one wasted back to the net. As it counts, it's 0-2. Dowling Catholic as a team this year, batting .270 on the season. 6 home runs as a team, 22 doubles. OPS as a team at .744. Fastball up in the zone. As the count evens at 2-2. Mentioned Dowling fell last night 3-2, just one of the 2 games that were scheduled against West Des Moines Valleys. This one skied in the air out to left field. Jackson underneath it and makes the play for the first out of the ball game. So an efficient first out, able to
Now batting
retire
number
Nicholson.
5, Will Kelly.
And Will Kelly will step in. Kelly leads Dowling Catholic in hits this year with 22 of them. 3 extra bases, hits, 2 doubles, and a triple, as he's knocked in 6, batting .386 on the year. The left-handed swinging Will Kelly. First pitch, fastball catches the plate, 0-1. Defense playing basically straight up, third base playing in just on the cut of the grass. Step in front of that third base bag. Pitch up at the letters, 1-1. Defensively for Waukee Northwest, back behind the plate, Jonah Sweeney, the battery mate with Berdovich, who's ready with the 1-1. Outside corner called strike, and it's 1-2. Berdovich working the corners. Out of the wind up the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, first K of the night for Chuck Bertovich. Took something off there and able to get the swinging K for out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Jack Barrett.
2 away for Jack Barrett. Senior who's getting a start on the mound, trying to help himself out with 2 away. And the top of the first inning, no score. Bertovich tried the spinner as that one cuts off the plate, 1-0. Barrett third on the team with 17 hits this year, batting .321 this season. Fastball chopped to shortstop, coming in on the run, throw across the diamond in time. Chase Jones with a nice play as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Maroons in their half of the first inning. Waukee Northwest coming to the plate when we come back. This is high school baseball, 96.9 FM and video streaming CISN TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Bold, funny, and unfiltered podcast about dating, love. And listen now.
Welcome back once again to Waukee Northwest High School. Trent Condon aboard with you this evening. It's high school baseball on 96.9 FM and our video stream here on CISN TV. Thanks for joining us tonight as we go to the home half of the first inning. It'll be Andrew Easton to start things off. Eastman, center fielder for Northwest, leads the team in hits this season as he'll work against the right-hander Jack Barrett. First pitch missing away from Barrett. Working out of the stretch. Barrett making his 4th start of the year. Also 2 appearances out of the bullpen. Pitch misses low, 2-0 to Eastman. Eastman batting a even .400 on the season. 26 hits and 65 at-bats. There's a strike. 2-1. Six doubles and a triple as well for Eastman this season. Pitch misses outside, 3-1. Barrett trying to settle in here against the leadoff man for Waukee Northwest. The Wolves 15-6 on the year, fouled back and out of play, 3-2. Andrew Eastman, Chase Jones, Drew Fitzpatrick, Tanner Jackson, Reed Miller, Caden Kitzman, Trey Stapleton, Cam Rourke, and Jonas Sweeney, the 9 in the lineup. There's an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and I believe got a foul tip. Was not caught, though, by the catcher, Wyatt Jones, as it sits at 3-2. We'll try it again. Barrett shakes off the sign, now ready. Fastball fouled straight back to the net. He's been working on that timing, a long extended at bat. As he'll see his 8th pitch here. Just what you want to see out of your leadoff hitter. Count full, 3-2. Off speed again, fouled out of play. Wasting the baseballs. Have the kids chase after him out here. Great scene, Waukee Northwest High School. The far west side of the Metro. The 3-2. Grounded foul up to third baseline this time. So reset, it'll be pitch number 10 for Andrew Eastman. Eastman struck out just 11 times this year. That 400 batting average. Pitch inside, got a piece of him, and he will get the base. He did turn. Oh, is the umpire going to say that he offered at the pitch? And I believe that'll go down as a strikeout. It will. It did hit him, but he was turning into the pitch. Home plate umpire, like he's going to explain that one. And that's how things will end. Well, a 10-pitch at bat to lead things off ends in a strikeout as Eastman was hit by the pitch, but home plate umpire said that he turned, offered at it, and it's strike 3. That'll bring to the plate Chase Jones. Jones is senior, batting .283 this year. 13 base knocks for him. His pitch misses up and in. 2-0. Barrett comes in with a 1-1 record on the mound for Dowling Catholic. 19 2/3 innings pitched. Curveball spins off the plate, and it's 3-0. Opponents batting just .163 against Jack Barrett on the season. 2.14 ERA, struck out 17 in those 19 2/3. Ball 4 outside, and it's a base runner, our first of the night, as Chase Jones will trot over to first base.
Now batting number 13, Drew Fitzpatrick.
That'll bring the left-handed swinging Drew Fitzpatrick to the plate, the designated hitter. Fitzpatrick hitting in place of the pitcher, Berdovich, as he digs into the box. One away, runner on first. Off-speed pitch misses outside, 1-0. Fitzpatrick, 22 hits this season, tied for second on the team. Batting .344, a throw over to first, checking on the runner. Certainly anticipate good wheels out there. Waukee Northwest likes to move those runners. The pitch, drilled into center field on a line, hanging up and making the play on a knee is the center fielder, Will Kelly. Looked like that thing maybe knuckled on him a little bit. He had a bit of trouble on the liner. Able to secure it for the second out, though, in center field.
Now batting number 3, Tanner
Well
Jackson.
hit ball by Drew Fitzpatrick, but nothing to show for it. Runner remains on first base with 2 away, and it's a cleanup man, Tanner Jackson. Jackson tied for the second on the team with 22 hits this year, batting .338 this season. Throw over to first, close play, but just back in was Chase Jones. On the season, Jackson with 2 home runs, a triple, and 6 doubles out of his 22 hits. Pitch on the inside corner, catches the plate, 0-1. Jackson, that cleanup hitters, you'd anticipate good slugging percentage, well over 500 on the year. At .554, another throw over. That one scooped nicely at first base by Dylan Webb. Battery mate for Jack Barrett on the bump back behind the plate is the catcher Wyatt Jones. He makes the sign 0-1. Curveball popped into the right side, couple of steps into the grass, still drifting back, and making the play is Blake Lawson for the final out. No runs, no hits, a runner left on base. We played one here in Waukee, no score, Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest as we come back with more high school baseball on 96.9 FM and video streaming CISN TV.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza. begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Once again to Waukee Northwest High School as we go to the top of the second inning. Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest in a CIML matchup. No score as we go to the top of the second. It'll be Dylan Webb to lead things off for the Maroons. First pitch swinging, fouled straight back, 0-1. Back out for another inning of work, Chuck Berdovich. Defensively back behind him in the infield left to right. Reed Miller, your third baseman. Chase Jones at short. Cam Rourke is the second baseman. And Caden Kitzman at first. Skied into left field again. Couple of steps in there to make the play. Tanner Jackson, for the second time, makes a catch out in left field. One out for the Maroons.
Now batting number 2,
and it'll be
Parker
DePhillips, the right fielder. DePhillips batting .291 this season with 16 hits, 11 singles, 5 doubles. He's knocked in 10, third on the team in ribbies this year. Has also walked 8 times, on base percentage at .400. As the first pitch misses, 1-0. Fastball well outside, 2-0. Like a bit of an overthrow on a hot, humid, sticky night here in Waukee. Game time temperature 85 degrees with a real feel of 87. Swing and a miss. DePhillips trying to get things started for the Maroons. With one away, fouled straight back again, 2-2. Wyatt Jones waiting on deck. The catcher for Dowling Catholic. Count even, 2-2. Curveball, that one fouled straight back. Well, DePhillips certainly has the timing, now just looking for something he can square up. Long run for the in the hole batter, that's Joey Nahas, who's been chasing after the foul balls, coming back to the net here. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Chuck Berdovich. So he was able to snap that one off. Good looking pitch. Berdovich has been calm, cool, and collected out there on the mound for the Wolves. 5th start of the year for Berdovich, a 3-1 record, 1.29 ERA.
Jones.
Opponents batting just 179 against him this season. Home plate umpire found something in the dirt. Looks like a contact issue. Now I think they're checking. Well, the home plate umpire found the contact. Don't know whose eye that popped out of. Now if that's Wyatt Jones, that's going to be difficult. He got a contact that popped out. It was deep in the dirt. Now he's taking a look at things. There's a smile out there. Coach dropped it. Still taking a peek. Well, this is something we don't see very often. Contact pops out. See this more happen in basketball than you do in baseball. Sometimes get a finger in the eye, that'll pop it out. Not sure if it was a dirt. Didn't see exactly what was happening there with Wyatt Jones, but home plate umpire. Talk about good eyes. That's what you want from your ump. Finding a contact in the dirt. He's working on the solution, looks like, in the Dowling Catholic dugout is Wyatt Jones. And he's also the catcher, so hitting a baseball is difficult enough. Doing it with only one contact in, that's nearly impossible. Trying to figure out the depth perception there. He's back ready to go. And so are we. 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Wyatt Jones got his eyes fixed. Now he's going to put his batting gloves back on. Looks like he's got a nice pair of Bruce bolts out there. Now we're back ready for live action. 2 outs, 6 batter of the night for the Maroons. First pitch fastball outside, 1-0. Never know what you're going to get at the ballpark. That was a new one there. Swing and a miss, 1-1. As Berdovich climbed the ladder with that fastball up in the zone, and Jones couldn't catch up. Curveball spins away, 2-1. 18 pitches for Berdovich as he works in the top of the second. Fastball up at the eyes, 3-1. Dowling Catholic looking for their first base runner of the evening. Hitters count here at 3-1 against Jones. Inside, ball 4. So the first base runner of the night comes for Dowling Catholic via the walk, as Jones will get a courtesy runner coming in for him.
Now batting number 8,
That
Joey
is Brooks
Nahas.
Moulton. That'll do the running. And here's Nahas at the plate. Joey Nahas, the third baseman, a junior. Batting .283 on the season. As Moulton gets a decent lead over at first base. 2 away. Pitch sliced down the line, but foul up the right side by Nahas. He was thinking about poking that one out there and letting Moulton run for a while, but just foul up the line. Count 0-1 as Nahas looks out. 15 hits this year for Joey, 3 of them for extra bases. Another one up the right side, this time out of play. And now ahead 0-2 is Chuck Berdovich. Trying to make quick work, up to 26 pitches. And way ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch. Up in the zone, 1-2. Good job by Nahas laying off of that one. Trying to find something that he can handle. With 2 away. Moulton. Decent lead at first base. That's drilled into center field. That one's going to find the grass. A base hit for Joey Nahas. Moulton takes the big turn for third. Throws up the line. He is safe. Nahas chugs into second behind the throw. 2 on, 2 out, and the first knock of the night comes off the bat of Joey Nahas as he stands at second base for the Maroons. Good looking swing there. The center fielder, Andrew Eastman, he was playing well into the right center field gap. Left a lot of room there in center field, and Nahas was able to find it. Our first big scoring opportunity of the night comes for Dowling Catholic in the top of the second. Runners at second and third. Moulton with a good lead. Nahas the same. First pitch swinging up the first base line. A funky spin to it. A little bit of trouble over there, but able to make the play is the first baseman, Caden Kitzman. That thing looked to hit in foul ground, spin back into fair ground, off the glove of Kitzman. He covers it up, dives to first base, gets the tag on it, and gets out of the jam. 3 unassisted officially in the scorebook as we played 1.5. Still no score. Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest as we come back with more in a moment.
It's hard to stop a train.
Once again to Waukee Northwest. Trent Connor back with you high atop here in the press box at Waukee Northwest High School Baseball Stadium. Leading things off for the Wolves in their half of the second inning is Reed Miller. No score in the bottom of the second. Barrett misses low with the fastball, 1-1. Reed Miller, left-handed swinger for Waukee Northwest. Batting .278 on the season. Pitch misses low, 2-1. Miller, a junior, with 15 hits this year. Showing some pop with 5 doubles out of those 15. Curveball spins in, 2-2. Off the right hand of Jack Barrett. Barrett gets the sign he likes from Wyatt Jones, his catcher. Slap foul up the left side, and we'll try it again, 2-2. Miller, Kitzman, Stapleton due up for the Wolves in their half of the second inning, as we are scoreless. Curveball just outside. Barrett wanted that one. He was starting to take a walk towards first base. Didn't get the call as it goes full, 3-2. Back ready again. Out to left field. That one slicing towards the line. Long run for Trey Wilson. Over the shoulder, makes a grab. See the ball start to drift out a little bit more, I think, than these outfielders have anticipated. Seen that a couple of different times this evening. It is a fly out for Miller. A nice defensive play by Trey Wilson.
Now batting number 4, Caden Kitzman.
Wilson in left field, the center fielder for the Maroons. Will Kelly, and out in right is Parker DePhillips. One away, first pitch. Downstairs, 1-0. Nahas at third base for the Maroons. A shortstop, Carter Nicholson. Second, Blake Lawson. As this one's grounded to Nicholson at short. He's got to charge in. Going to be a tough play. Didn't get it in time. An infield single for Caden Kitzman, hustling up the line. First hit of the night for Waukee Northwest, an infield single. Well, Nicholson with that
now
great
batting
arm.
number 11, Trey Stapleton.
Doesn't have to worry about that too often, but those slow rollers, that's what can get you when you're playing deep. And Kitzman with a good move up first base. He stands. As Waukee Northwest trying to get something going here in their half of the second. Pitch catches the inside corner to Trey Stapleton. Stapleton didn't look too sure about that one. Senior batting .296 on the year. Throw back over to first. 16 hits this year, 8 singles, 8 doubles. He's knocked in 12. The 0-1. Grounded to short. Nicholson flips to second for one. The return to first up the line. Not sure if it was going to matter. It's a fielder's choice for Stapleton as he stands at first base. Kitzman retired 6-4 on the putout at second base for out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Cam Rourke.
And with 2 away, Cam Rourke will get his first look for the Wolves. Rourke, the second baseman, batting .458 on the year. 11 hits and 24 at-bats as he's making his 13th start of the season for the left-handed swinger. Fastball at the belt, called strike, 0-1. Jonah Sweeney, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck for Waukee Northwest. Stapleton with the lead at first base. Pitch up and away, 1-1. Stapleton again adds that nice lead at first base. Haven't seen anybody in motion yet. They're going to throw over. Spun his wheels, but able to dive back in. Didn't look like he got a great step on his return back over. Maybe some soft dirt got him over there. The 1-1, he's off. Throw down to second on a swing and miss. And into second base with the stolen bases, Trey Stapleton. Got a good jump on that one. So now a runner in scoring position for Cam Rourke. Stapleton at second, 2 outs. And now coming out will be the catcher, Wyatt Jones. Just going to have a quick talk. Got that runner on second. Make sure you got your indicator right. Don't want to be giving away your signals. So they're on the same page, and we're back ready. Count 1 and 2 to Cam Rourke. Stempleton, big lead at second base. Line out to left field with some carry. Beck and making the play on the run. Trey Wilson able to secure it for the final out. No runs on one hit. One runner left on base as we played 2. Still no score. Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest.
G-Mix 5th Street Pub.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Glidden, Webster City, Marshalltown, and Story City, Iowa.
Welcome back once again, Waukee Northwest High Schools. We go to the top of the third. Still no score. Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest battling in this CIML matchup. Swing and a miss to open things up. From the bat of Trey Wilson. Wilson made a couple of nice plays out in the outfield last inning. Now going to try to help out with this stick. Fastball up in the zone. 1-1. Both teams with one hit to their credit. That's it. No score on the scoreboard as we play in the top of the third. Fastball just missing, low and away. 2-1. Wilson and then back to the top of the lineup for Dowling Catholic. The Maroons 9-9 on the season. Curveball spins low, 3-1. Wilson, a senior. 2 hits on the year, making his 16th start of the season. This one lined into center field, a base knock for Trey Wilson. Well, for the first time tonight, a leadoff man is on as Wilson stands over at first base and back to the top of the order.
Nicholson.
As Carter Nicholson will get his second look against Chuck Berdovich. Second hit of the night for the Maroons. And now we'll see if Dowling Catholic going to look to play some small ball. They're going to be looking for a crooked number here in the third. First pitch right across the plate. Good pitch from Berdovich, 0-1. Trying to work ahead in the count, and able to accomplish that after falling behind against Trey Wilson. 0-1 the count. Wilson leaning back towards first base as this one's fisted back and out of play. There's some spectators up the first base side. Count goes to 0-2 now against Nicholson. Top of the third inning, goose eggs across the board with the Maroons and the Wolves. Throw over to first, checking on Trey Wilson. Back to Nicholson, second on the team. With 18 hits this year, a .321 batting average. Way up in the zone. Berdovich tried to add a little something extra there. Missed well up. Back ready again. with the pitch. Sliced over to second base. Great nab. Flip to second for one. The relay in time. Double play. What a play by Cam Rourke. Backhand on a hop. Flipped it to Chase Jones, the shortstop, and the relay to first. 4-6-3 twin killing. And
Now
what a play.
Will Kelly.
An absolute web gem by Cam Rourke. Nabbed that one deep in the hole. Thing looked destined for center field. Instead, it's a double play. And with 2 outs, it'll be Will Kelly. First pitch misses in, 1-0. Kelly 0 for 1. Struck out his first time at the plate against Berdovich. Now showing bunt, pulls it back as the pitch missed low, 2-0. Kelly leads the team with 22 hits this year. This one skied into short left field. Long run for Jackson. Gets underneath it though and makes the play for the final out. No runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base through 2.5. We're still scoreless. Waukee, Northwest, and Dowling as we come back on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Once again to Waukee Northwest High School. Trent Condon with you as we go to the home half of the third inning. No score. Dowling Catholic on the road against the homestanding Wolves. Ground ball to Nahas at third through the wickets as the leadoff man is on for Waukee Northwest. Jonah Sweeney reaching via the air as that one just went right through the middle between the legs of Nahas. Saw his head pop up a little bit. He's frustrated with himself. We'll get a courtesy runner coming into the game.
First base is number 15, Tyler Honkamp.
As Waukee Northwest will bring in Tyler Honkamp, a sophomore. We'll do the running and back to the top of the order now for Waukee Northwest. Pitch missing low. Eastman able to hold up on the swing, 1-0. Eastman, one of the team leaders in many offensive categories. That one catches the inside corner. He was retired his first time up. Was hit by a pitch, but offered at it on the inside corner. Trying to change his fortunes as they throw over to first base. Checking on the courtesy runner. Tyler Honkamp, listed as a center fielder, doing the running. He's got his jersey dirty already as he dove back in safely. Off with the pitch, throw to second. Honkamp is out at second base. Great throw behind the dish by Wyatt Jones on a bounce. Able to get the runner for the first out. Man, we've seen some web gems out there to this point. Good defensive plays. That time it was Wyatt Jones. Quick pop time there. He was able to get it out of the PUD quickly. And for the first out of the third, ground ball to Nahas. Backhands that one. Tough play. Long throw. And he is safe. It'll be an infield single for the leadoff man, Andrew Eastman. Close play over there. Nahas looked like his glasses came off the top of his head. And he had a little extra kind of shift before he was able to uncork that throw. Not sure if it was because of that. It'll be officially an infield single as Eastman stands at first base. That'll bring the shortstop Chase Jones to the dish. Jones walked his first time up, throw over to first, as Eastman was spinning just a little bit. Jones looks over at the third base dugout, gets a signal and is ready to go. Shows bunt, brings it back as the pitch sails outside. 1-0. Jones on the season, batting .283 this year. 13 base hits, all of them singles. Another pitch well off the plate, gets away for a moment, throw to second, and it gets by the shortstop, second baseman covering back behind as it skipped past Nicholson. But Lawson with good backup was there to cover it up. Eastman stands at second base after the pass ball, and now in scoring position. Bottom of the third, still no score. Waukee Northwest trying to change that here in their half of the third. Fastball popped to the right side. Going to be close up against the wall. First baseman giving chase, and Webb makes the play. Up against the wall. There's a little more extra room here at Waukee Northwest, one of the bigger foul grounds that you'll see in the CIML. And Webb needed each and every inch of that one as he makes the play up against the wall for the second out. Now 2 outs for Waukee Northwest, and Drew Fitzpatrick will take his second look against Jack Barrett. Left-handed swinging Fitzpatrick, line to center field. This one shot into right field. That's a base knock. Eastman's going to make the turn. He's going to score as the ball was bobbled in right field by DePhillips. Don't think it would have mattered, but an RBI single from Drew Fitzpatrick. And Waukee Northwest strikes first, 1-0 Wolves. Well, that is 2-out hitting at its finest. Not trying to do too much with it. Found one over the plate, just drilled it into right field. Hard hit ball and a beauty. 1-0 Waukee Northwest for Fitzpatrick. That is RBI number 16 of the year, and a balk is called, as now Fitzpatrick will find himself in scoring position after the balk. Tanner Jackson now trying to put a crooked number up for the Wolves. 1-0 Waukee Northwest, home half of the third. Comes up empty as Barrett took something off that one. Got him well out in front. 0-1 the count. Jackson popped up to second base his first time at the dish. Timing play back to second. Diving back in, though, is Fitzpatrick. Ball got away for a moment from Barrett on the throw back to the pitcher. He secures it. And back ready to go. Count 0-1. As Jack Barrett gets ready to fire his 45th pitch of the night. This one tap foul. And it's 0-2. Fitzpatrick gets a good lead at second base. Tanner Jackson digs back in. An error, a caught stealing, 2 singles, and 1 across so far for Waukee Northwest as time is called. Time things back up out there with the count 0-2. Long look in from Jack Barrett. Now he's ready. That one just missed out. Try to get that. Home plate umpire, though, wasn't fishing. As Wyatt Jones tried to frame that one back in, didn't get the call. 1-2 with 2 away. That one up and in, nearly hit him. Ducking out of the way was Drew Fitzpatrick. I checked that. Tanner Jackson, Fitzpatrick with his lead over at second base. Jackson at the plate. My apologies. As Tanner Jackson back ready again. The pitch. Slow ground ball to Nahas at third. Scoops, throws, in the dirt, gets away as it skips over the first baseman's head. Another run will come in. Jackson brings home the second run of the inning. 2-0 Waukee Northwest. So another error on Nahas at third base. This one leads to a run.
Now batting number 30, Reed Miller.
And it'll be back to the left-handed swinging Reed Miller. 2-0 Waukee Northwest. Bottom of the third. Chuck Berdovich, the starting pitcher, is going to work for the first time with a lead as a fastball misses downstairs. Barrett trying to limit the damage here in the bottom of the third inning. This one sliced foul off the netting up the third base side. As the count goes even, 1-1. Miller left-handed stick for Waukee Northwest. Batting .278 coming into action tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Barrett trying to come up with one more for his squad. Count sits at 1-2. And that one hit him. That one hurts. Had the count 1-2 and he hit the batter. That'll put 2 runners on as Miller trots over to first base. Jackson standing
now
at second.
Number 4, Caden Kitzman.
Caden Kitzman, who had the first hit of the night for Waukee Northwest. Wyatt Jones comes out. Momentarily conversation with Jack Barrett, the pitcher, for the Dowling Catholic Maroons. 2-0 our score, Waukee Northwest leading. Barrett, long look at second, now to the plate. Curveball skied in the air to the right side of the infield. Webb, the first baseman, will put it in the mitt for the final out. Not before, 2 are plated by Waukee Northwest. They take a 2-0 lead through 3 over Dowling Catholic as we come back on 96.9 FM at CISN TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Welcome back once again to Waukee Northwest High School. I'm Trent Condon. Thanks for being with us here this evening. 2-0 our score as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Waukee Northwest plating 2. Last half inning, Dowling Catholic trying to get back into it and trying to help himself. The starting pitcher for the Maroons, Jack Barrett. Barrett grounded out to shortstop in his first plate opportunity. Curveball sky to the right side into foul ground. Long run for the first baseman Kitzman, but he's able to make the play for the first out. I mentioned a little bit earlier when Webb, the first baseman for Dowling, made a play. There is plenty of room here at Waukee Northwest.
Now batting
using
number
that
23,
room, the first baseman
Dylan
Kitzman.
Webb.
One out. Here's Dylan Webb, first baseman. And 1, a called strike against Dylan Webb for Dowling. Grounds it to Kitzman at first base. Flips to the pitcher, Birdman. A little bit low, but a good play by Chuck Berdovich, as he had to reach down low on the run. Able to make the play, though. That's preseason baseball training right there at its finest. And Waukee Northwest well schooled on the put-out at first base. And with 2 outs, here's Parker DePhillips. DePhillips, a strikeout victim. His first time up, 1 of 2 strikeouts so far for Berdovich. There's a shot out to deep left center field. That one was some carry. That is way back, and it is gone. Home run. Parker DePhillips parks one over the left center field fence. And the Maroons are on the board on the solo shot from DePhillips. Talked a little bit earlier, the outfielders had been having some trouble as the wind is blowing out to left field. A couple of times ball carried well, and that one certainly carried well as DePhillips pounds one out for Dowling Catholic. Their 7th home run of the season as a team for DePhillips. His first of the year. Wyatt Jones now will get his look. 2-1 our score as the lead's cut in half. First pitch swinging, pop to the right side. That'll hit off the dugout for Dowling up the first base side, 0-1. 2-1. In the top of the 4th inning. Dowling Catholic on the board for the first time on their 3rd hit of the night, a solo blast from Parker DePhillips. The 0-1. Fouled straight back over our heads. And quickly ahead 0-2. Chuck Berdovich now trying to limit the damage. Doesn't want to give anything extra up here. Swing and a miss down in the dirt. Catcher Sweetie will make the throw to first to complete the strikeout, and the side is retired. But on the board are the Maroons on a solo home run from Parker DePhillips as we play 3.5. Waukee Northwest 2, Dowling Catholic 1. We come back with more high school baseball, 96.9 and video streaming on CISN TV.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Waukee Northwest High School, Trent Condon as we move to the home half of the 4th inning. Bottom of 4, 2-1 lead
number 11,
for Waukee
Stapleton.
Northwest. as they face off against Dowling Catholic CIML Baseball on 96.9 FM and the video stream on CISN TV. Thanks for being with us here this evening. Leading things off for the Waukee Northwest Wolves, it'll be Trey Stapleton. Reached on a fielder's choice, stole second base, and he was left stranded there. Back an inning ago. Check that back in the second inning as we play in the bottom of the fourth. His Wolves lead it 2-1. The pitch. Fastball well outside. 1-2. Jack Barrett back out for another inning of work. Swing and a miss as Stapleton comes up empty on the swing. Strike 3. And the second strikeout of the ball game for Jack Barrett.
Now batting
One out for the Wolves.
Cam Rourke.
As Cam Rourke will step in for the second time. Rourke hit the ball well out to left field. Had Trey Wilson, the left fielder, on a bit of a run. But Wilson was able to make the play for the final out back in the second inning. There's a pitch that just missed. 1-0. Left-handed swinging Rourke. Sees this one miss inside. 2-0. Rourke on the year came in batting .458 this season. 11 hits and 24 at-bats. This one drilled out to right field. That one's got some carry. That's back off the wall. It's extra bases for Rourke. He digs into second base. A double for Cam Rourke. His hot hitting continues as he took a swing on that one. I think Rourke maybe thought he had a little bit more on that than he did. Tossed that bat for a moment. Got up the line in a stand-up double for Cam Rourke. That'll bring to the plate the catcher, Jonah Sweeney. Sweeney reached on an error back in the third inning. On the third baseman, one of two errors on Nahas over at third. Good lead at second base by Rourke. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Sweeney with 8 hits this year, 6 singles, 2 doubles. He's knocked in 2. An RBI opportunity for Sweeney. On base percentage at .400 on the year for the catcher. Count evens 1-1. Hot, sticky, humid night out here in Waukee. Kind of what you'd anticipate for the middle of June. Feels like baseball weather. Curveball called strike. Good spinner there by Jack Barrett as he was able to snap that one off and get the called strike. And now ahead in the count 1-2. Sweeney looking to battle for the Wolves. They lead 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Look at second base, now to the plate as Sweeney fouls it straight back against the wall. I'll try it again at 1-2. Jack Barrett will be throwing his 65th pitch of the night on his next toss to the plate. Trying to get through another one unscathed and get his offense back up there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. Sweeney was tardy on the cut. And with 2 outs, we'll go back to the top of the order.
Now batting the center fielder, number 27, Andrew Eastman.
Eastman at the dish. The leadoff hitter. Trying to come up with a big hit with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Fastball outside. Grabbed nicely by Wyatt Jones, the catcher. Hot night for him back behind the plate. As we're back ready again. That one fouled straight back, 1-1. Barrett working with the runner at second base. That's Cam Rourke, who had a double. 2-1. Waukee Northwest leads. Pitch down in the dirt. Gobbled up down there by the catcher, Wyatt Jones. 2-1. Eastman with a single and a run scored. Struck out his first time up at the plate. This one drilled to Wilson in left field, who's right there to make the play. Hard hit, nothing to show for it as the side is retired. No runs on one hit, one runner left on base as we played 4 complete. 2-1 Northwest over Dowling as we come back.
It's hard to stop a train.
Waukee Northwest High School. Trent Condon back as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Good one here, 2-1 our score, as Waukee Northwest holds the slimmest of leads over Dowling Catholic. Leading things off, it'll be Joey Nahas as the first pitch catches the plate, 0-1. Nahas, the third baseman, a single in his first time at the plate. As back out for another inning of work, Chuck Berdovich. In line right now for the victory, but a 2-1 lead for his Waukee Northwest Wolves. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 down in the dirt. Sweeney's going to have to complete the throw. It's high, but going up and getting it, the first baseman, Caden Kitzman, with another great play over at first base. Boy, Kitzman has been tremendous over there and putting himself in line maybe for a Graphite Construction Group hard hat player of the game. What he's done defensively out there. He's had some difficult plays and able to go way up high, grab the high throw, and get the strikeout completed for the first out. Here's Blake Lawson next for the Maroons. Lawson hit one of those odd plays over to first base in Kitzman as the pitch spins inside. Nearly hit him 1-1. Looked like maybe it hit on the cut of the turf the last time that Lawson was out. Took a weird bounce over to first base, but Kitzman was able to smother it and make the play. Popped up into foul ground at first base this time. Long run for Kitzman, up against the fence, leaps for it, comes up empty. He was trying to rob that one, Kirby Puckett style, with his hand over. Came up empty though as the count goes to 1-2. Long run back over now for the first baseman, Caden Kitzman. Also over there, Cam Rourke, the second baseman, providing coverage. As the count sits at 1-2. Ready with the pitch, Berdovich. Threw it by him, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts, and Berdovich maybe getting stronger as this one continues.
Now batting number 15,
he was able
Trey
to
Wilson.
add a little extra juice. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the inning. 3 strikeouts in a row for Chuck Berdovich. Five strikeouts overall in the game. As a fastball gets the plate, 0-1 to Trey Wilson. Wilson singled back in the 3rd inning. He was retired, though, on a 4-6-3 double play in the front end of it. Berdovich that time got him way out in front with the curveball. And now ahead in the count, 0-2. Trey Wilson, the number 9 hitter for the Maroons. Carter Nicholson in the top of the order, waiting on deck. Strike 3 as Chuck Berdovich strikes out the side.
All right, fans, it's
in
time for
the
the
top of
fifth
the
inning
fifth
stretch.
inning.
So grab your neighbor and
We'll
sing
come back
along.
with more high
Sing
school
with me up to the
baseball
ball game.
on 96.9 FM. Stay right there.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Northwest as we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-1. Waukee Northwest with the lead over Dowling Catholic. What's proved to be a great night for baseball here in Waukee. Bulls trying to hold on and trying to add a little bit of insurance here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Count 2-1 as things get started with Chase Jones leading it off for the Wolves in their half of the fifth inning. Fastball outside, and it's 3-1. Jones looking for something that he can handle over the plate. Jack Barrett, been sturdy up there. This one skied a major league pop fly out into left field. Wilson makes the play for the first out. Well, Jones, if you got credit for height, he definitely would have got a bunch of it there. Unfortunately,
now
just
batting number 13,
loud out
Drew Fitzpatrick.
for the Wolves fans here in attendance. Good crowd on hand tonight. Also happening back behind us in the press box, the number 1 ranked Waukee Northwest softball team tussling with Dowling Catholic Maroons softball squad. You can also catch that game on CISN TV as this one's popped out of play 0-1 off the stick of Drew Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's hit the ball hard twice. An RBI single his last time at the plate, also lined out to center field in his first time up against Barrett. 1 away in the bottom of the fifth as the pitch misses outside. 1-1. Fitzpatrick with the RBI, gave him 16 on the year. Broke a tie for second in that category on the team. This one, way back, crushed off the bat of Drew Fitzpatrick. It is gone. A monster blast from Drew Fitzpatrick. His second home run of the year gives Waukee Northwest a 3-1 lead. Absolutely belted one of the hardest hit balls certainly I've seen this baseball season across the CIML. A no-doubter as Drew Fitzpatrick deposits that one well over the wall in right
now
center field.
Number 3, Tanner Jackson.
3-1 our score. 320 down the lines at Waukee Northwest, 375 to straightaway center field. Not a huge ballpark. Hitter's haven, especially with the wind blowing out. That was not wind aided though. Wind's going out towards left center field. That was right center field and absolutely tattooed. Drew Fitzpatrick, the designated hitter, with his second home run of the season. Now he's up to 17 RBI this year. As the big night continues, there's a called strike against Tanner Jackson. 1-2 the count. Jackson reached on an error. This one lined into right field. There's a base knock off the bat of Tanner Jackson. Back-to-back hits from Waukee Northwest, a home run and a single.
Now batting number 30,
Reed Miller.
Reed Miller.
Miller looking to get some swings now for Waukee Northwest. Before that, though, we're going to get time called. Tanner Jackson over at first base. It will be a pinch runner for the left fielder. As coming in to run for Waukee Northwest will be number 25, Carter Johnson. We'll see if there's a re-entry back out there in left field for Jackson. Defensively, if this is going to be a full substitution at the high school level, are allowed to re-enter the next opportunity. Either back at the plate or back in the field. As the pitch misses 1-0 to Reed Miller. Miller was hit by a pitch his last time up. Now working with one out. Good lead at first base. Fastball missing low. And it's 2-0. Jack Barrett up to 83 pitches on the night. As we play in the bottom of the fifth inning, throw over to first, checking on that runner. Just into the game, and Carter Johnson as he dives back in. Johnson, a junior shortstop. It's off with the pitch. Called strike, throw to second. Close play, but just in time was Jack Johnson. Had another good jump over there. That puts a runner in scoring position for the Wolves, already leading 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. As Miller looks to deliver. Pitch inside. It'll go to 3-1. Time called as the catcher Wyatt Jones asks for a new baseball from the home plate umpire. And we're back ready again. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for Waukee Northwest. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Maroons. Pitch off the plate, ball 4. So Reed Miller able to coax a 5-pitch walk as he'll step over to first base. And Caden Kitzman will come in. Kitzman 1 for 2. His time is called. We'll see if this is going to be at 86 pitches on the night for Jack Barrett on a hot, sticky, humid night. Going to give him an opportunity to try to get a ground ball, double play, and get out of it. We're going to go to the bullpen. Looks like they're going to stick with him. Don't see any motion yet. Home plate umpire is going to come up, break up the conversation. And Jack Barrett will keep the ball. An opportunity to try to work himself out of the jam. Three to 1 the score. Waukee Northwest leading. They got 2 on with 1 out. Looking for some more insurance in the fifth. They got it. First off the bat of Drew Fitzpatrick, and no doubt about it. Solo home run back 3 batters ago. Caden Kitzman. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Long look back into the dugout for Kitzman. Gets the sign, he's ready to go. Long look at second base from Barrett, now ready to come to the plate. Slice foul up the right side. 0-2 to Caden Kitzman. Middle of the infield playing a double play depth up the middle. Trying to squeeze things together there. Barrett gets the sign and the pitch. Off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Try to get a fastball by Kitzman, but well wide, as he wasn't buying. Count goes to 1-2. again. And another foul ball. Good battle up there by Caden Kitzman. Talk about what he's done defensively. He's also helped out.
I don't turn my heat on during the winter. I turn it off. It's more efficient.
Kitzman 1 for 2 on the evening. Looking for his second hit. This one foul again up the right side. Extending this at bat, trying to find something he can handle. Taking that wider stance in the box. Shortening the swing. Good two-strike approach from Caden Kitzman. Now, timing play back to second, got him caught, and Johnson is out. Timing play as the shortstop, Nicholson, snuck back behind him, the spin, and the runner, Johnson, trying to retreat back. He just lost his footing, then tried to turn around and go to third, but Nicholson was able to apply the tag, and just like that, there's 2 outs. Now runner at first base, and it's a strike 3 as Kitzman goes down. Good work out of Jack Barrett, able to get himself out of the jam in the 5th. The big blow, though, in the 5th inning, a big home run by Drew Fitzpatrick gives Waukee Northwest a 3-1 lead as we come back on 96.9 FM and CISN TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Top brands.
Welcome back, Waukee Northwest High School. Trent Condon with you this evening on 96.9 FM. We've got the video stream tonight, partner up with our friends with CISN TV. You can catch it on YouTube. Also, the softball game tonight over there. Leading things off for Dowling Catholic, it'll be Carter Nicholson as the count quickly jumps to 0-2. Waukee Northwest 3, Dowling Catholic 1. Top of the 6th inning. And top of the order here for the Maroons. Down by 2, want to get something started, but we have seen Chuck Berdovich really start to settle in. He struck out the side his last time out. Since then, his Wolves have added another to the scoreboard. 2 in the 3rd, 1 more in the 5th. And a 3-1 lead. 0-2. Lined out to left field with some carry. That one back and making the play. What a play it was in left field by Tanner Jackson. He had a long ways to go. Took a step in, but it was able to retreat back and make the play on the run for the first out of the 6th.
Will Kelly.
Well, that is one Carter Nicholson's going to be talking to himself about. He stung that ball. Now nothing to show for it as he goes to 0 for 3 on the night. Cut out a miss to Will Kelly. Foul tip into the mitt, 0-1. Kelly 0 for 2, a strikeout victim in the 1st. Flew out to left field in the 3rd. Fastball just outside, missed the plate by a millimeter, 1-1. Another fastball, this one well outside. Now it's 2-1. 67 pitches on the night for Chuck Berdovich as he pitches here into the 6th inning. Fouled out of play up the left side off the left-handed swinging bat of Will Kelly. Kelly, one of the team leaders offensively this year, leads the team with 22 hits. Leads the team in singles. Got a triple, one of 3 on the team. He's only struck out 6 times this year. His 7th back at the beginning of the ball game, though. As the count goes full, 3-2. Berdovich back on the bump, working out of the windup. Foul, back to the net. Good pitching staff here for Waukee Northwest as a team, a 2.13 ERA. Number of guys with some outstanding seasons. Drew Fitzpatrick, who had that home run, he's got an ERA of 1.45, leads the team in strikeout. Jack Vineyard, ERA under 2. Ball 4, Will Kelly's aboard as he was able to battle and get the walk. Also another name, high school fans certainly around this area would know, Mac Heitlin, quarterback, basketball player on the track team, and it's going to be starting over the weekend. As time is called, infield going to come together, and we're going to see if that's going to be it for Chuck Berdovich, or if that's just going to be a conversation. Berdovich, he's not handing off that ball. He wants to keep it. The conversation continues, and the home plate umpire now going to come out, break it up. As Will Kelly stands at first base, and the pitcher, Jack Barrett.
Now batting number 6, Jack Barrett.
Barrett 0 for 2, batting .321 on the season. Barrett with 17 hits this year, second on the team with 11 RBI. Trying to come up with a big one here. Starts with the curveball and it drops in for a called strike. 0-1, working backwards here against Barrett after the walk. Like to see things changing up a little bit. That was a good looking pitch. Another curveball, this one tapped foul and quickly ahead now 0-2. Oh, and 2 now to Jack Barrett, trying to help himself with a runner at first and 1 out. Way ahead in the count. Berdovich, fastball way upstairs into the mitt of Jonah Sweeney. Defense pinching up the middle, trying to get a double play. And we are back ready with the 1-2. Curveball grounded to shortstop. Flip to second for 1. The relay in time. 6-4-3 double play. Second double play for the Waukee Northwest defense. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Waukee Northwest leads 3-1.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Here from Capital City Motor Company.
Can't afford Ozempic? Think again. Future Health offers Wegovy for $399.
Once again to Waukee Northwest, Trent Condon with you as we play in the bottom of the sixth. Base knock to begin the inning off the bat of Trey Stapleton. Early introducing the new pitcher into the game, Jack Holton. Another base knock there by Trey Stapleton. He reached on a fielder's choice. Back his first time up. That was first base knock of the evening to lead off the bottom of the sixth inning. Waukee Northwest a 3-1 lead over Dowling Catholic. Just wrapping up over on the Diamondback behind us, a victory once again for number 1 Waukee Northwest. Pitch inside, and that hit him. Curveball, as work was showing bunt. Pulled it back, hit by the pitch. And the first two runners reach against Jack Holton. 1-0 victory for the number 1 ranked softball team from Waukee Northwest.
Jack Hilgenberg.
As we will get a new hitter into the game, batting in place of the catcher, Jonah Sweeney. So Jack Hilgenberg will get some swings. Another left-handed stick for Waukee Northwest, and a pitch missing 1-0. Jack Holton making his 5th appearance of the year, first out of the bullpen, a 3-1 record. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Hilgenberg, left-hander, trying to come off the big knock here with 2 on. Dowling trying to find a ground ball here and stay in it. Bunt shown, and that one hit off the leg of Hilgenberg, and it's going to be a foul ball. Now we got conversations happening all over the place. Looking for an explanation. Hilgenberg, now he's walking back towards the plate. I believe the field umpire called foul ball. At least that's the indication that I saw from him. Now the umpires are going to come together and talk this one over. Now Hilgenberg's running back to first base. So they're going to go through, make sure they got the call correct. Explain what it is, says that it was another hit by pitch. So a single and then back-to-back hit by pitch on batters that were trying to bunt. We're going to get a runner coming into the game for Waukee Northwest.
Number 15, Tyler Honkamp.
It'll be Tyler Honkamp again. Was a courtesy runner earlier.
27, Andrew Eastman.
And it'll go back to the top of the order, and Andrew Eastman, nobody out. 3-1 is our score. Now pointing over, got the courtesy runner in there, the indication from the home plate umpire. New head coach for Dowling Catholic, Jarek Sefrit. Got an explanation, didn't look like he was real pleased with it. Thought that the batter had offered at it. Pitch down in the dirt, blocked by Wyatt Jones. 1-0 with the bases loaded. Infield comes in for Dowling Catholic. Waukee Northwest leading 3-1, looking for more. Grounded foul. Jack Holton working out of the bullpen, the senior right-hander. For the first time this season, a 3.78 ERA. 19 strikeouts this season in 16 2/3 innings pitched. 1-1. Well outside. He's got a big sweeping slider I believe both times that the pitch hit the batters, left-handed batters, both times it was on that sweeper. Count 2-1. Wow, straight back. 2-2, and Eastman shaking his bat. Thinking he just missed on that one. And maybe hoping to see it again. Infield all in on the cut of the infield grass. Trying to pick up a force out at home. Grounded down the third baseline. Foul ball. That was going to score a couple. Instead, a long walk back for everybody. Up the third baseline, home plate umpire jumped out behind there. He had a great angle. Sometimes you'll see that home plate umpire, sometimes a little slow on a hot night like this. Give him credit, though. He was moving and called right away, foul ball. We'll go again at 3-2. Nobody out in the bottom of the sixth. This one ripped down the line, foul again.
Well, that one's a lot less.
That was an easy one to call. As a count stays full, 3-2. Waukee Northwest leading 3-1. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Wolves. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for the Maroons. 3-2. Eastman peers out against Holton. Cold strike 3. Froze him with the fastball as Eastman goes down, and that's going to change things now, certainly.
Now batting number 1, Chase Jones.
So Dowling's going to leave the corner infielders in. The middle infielders are going to play a double play depth. Squeezing up towards the middle, hoping for a double play up the middle. And at the plate, it's Chase Jones. Time is called, and now it looks like Waukee Northwest is going to talk things over here. So they're going to bring the whole crew over. All those runners that are out there on the base. Stapleton, who's at third. Rourke at second. Courtesy runner in for Hilgenberg, also out there. Waukee a 5-0 lead over Ankeny, 5-2 lead, through 5. Matt Meeker, who has been outstanding. Newest addition for Coach Dirk's squad, a sophomore. Well, I think the 2 hardest hit balls I've seen this year come off the bat of Meeker, and then tonight from Drew Fitzpatrick. They're building those left-handers sturdy over here in the western suburbs. And Meeker continues his hot start over for the Waukee Purple. Here the blue of Northwest leads 3-1 and looking for more. Bases loaded. Now after that long talk, you got to certainly wonder about a safety squeeze. Big curveball hit him. So that will bring in a run as Chase Jones wears it. The 3rd hit by pitch of the inning. Stapleton comes across to score the 4th run of the night for Waukee Northwest. 4-1.
Number 13,
Wolves
Drew
lead
Fitzpatrick.
as everybody else trots forward 90 feet. And here is the aforementioned Drew Fitzpatrick. 4-1 is the score in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tap foul hit off his leg in the batter's box. It did fall into fair ground, but an automatic foul ball if it hits the batter inside the batter box. Home plate umpire going to take a look at that ball, hand a new one to Jack Holton. Holton trying to escape some trouble. As the count sits at 0-1. Fitzpatrick at the plate. His last time up as he watches this one sail high. Hit that monster home run. 2 for 3 on the night for Fitzpatrick. 2 RBI, a home run. And now batting with the bases loaded. Swung on and miss. Halton really pulled the string on that one, took a lot of velo off. And Fitzpatrick goes well out in front. Now head the count 1-2 as Halton tries to work through the jam. Comes set at the belt, the pitch. Skied out to deep center field with some carry, still going back. On the run, making the play in center field is Will Kelly. The runner for third will score. Also the runner from second advances up another 90 feet. It's an RBI on the sacrifice fly, third ribby of the night. And it's 5-1.
Now batting the left fielder, number 3.
Jones
Tanner
stays at
Jackson.
first base. Rourke across with the score. 2 more plated here in the 6th inning for Waukee Northwest. Wolves a 5-1 lead over Dowling. Bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball outside. 1-0. Runners at the corners, throw to first. As Halton checks over there. Opponent's batting .274 this year against Halton. 7 walks in 16 2/3 innings pitched. There's a called strike. It only hit 2 batters all year long. He's hit 3 in this inning alone. Jackson at the plate. Skies this one deep out to center field. That one is back. That is off the wall. It's extra bases for Tanner Jackson. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. A 2 RBI double for Tanner Jackson. And Waukee Northwest has opened this one up. It's 7-1. A big inning for the Wolves. All began a leadoff from Trey Stapleton.
Now batting number 30, Reed Miller.
And now Reed Miller. Jackson now with 2 hits on the night, along with a stolen base, couple of RBI. Nice night for him. This one down the left field line, slicing, and that is down a fair ball. Jackson will score standing up. Miller will trade spots with him into second base. An RBI double from Reed Miller, 8-1 Wolves. The hits are coming for Waukee Northwest as they are swinging it well now. As Jack Halton comes in out of the bullpen for the first time this year, and it has not gone his way.
Now batting number 4,
5
Caden
plated in
Kitzman.
the 6th for Waukee Northwest. And now it'll be Caden Kitzman, the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Wolves in the 6th. First pitch, a curveball, missing low, 1-0. 8-1 our score. Waukee Northwest with 2 in the 3rd, 1 more in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. Grounded to the left side. That finds the hole, a base knock. Runner will stay at 3rd. A sharp single off the bat of Caden Kitzman. And batting around here in the 6th inning is Waukee Northwest. As we'll go back to where we began the inning with Trey Stapleton. 8-1 Waukee Northwest leading. Runners at 1st and 3rd, still 2 out. And now got the runner caught between 1st and 2nd, and the throw goes into left field from the first baseman. A run will score, going down in between as getting caught up with the feet of the second baseman. They're going to take second base. It'll be interference on the infielder there. I believe that was the second baseman, Blake Lawson, that got his feet tangled up. So it looked like the old play where you try to get caught. Kitzman makes his way to 2nd. Miller across to score another run, make it 9-1. And here's Stapleton. Tap foul, 0-1. This one got away in a hurry for Waukee, or Dowling Catholic, excuse me. 2-1 game. A home run by Drew Fitzpatrick made it 3-1, and now this big 6-run sixth has ballooned the lead up to 8, 9-1. 9 runs on 9 hits for the Wolves. Halton back ready. Missing downstairs. 2-1. Good lead over at second base for Kitzman. Timing play, throw back, and just back in as the ball popped out of the glove of Carter Nicholson, the shortstop. That timing play's been pretty good. They've got a runner, and it's been close a couple other times, including that one. Curveball down in the dirt, swung on and missed. 2-2. Trey Stapleton reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base, struck out, singled and scored a run. Full night out there for the right fielder for the Wolves. Curveball back up the middle, another base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third as Stapleton picks up his second hit of the inning. 2 singles for him. Kitzman stops at third.
Now batting number 6.
And representing the game-clinching run now at first base is Trey Stapleton. It'll be Cam Rourke for the second time. He was the first of 3 batters that were hit by a pitch in this inning for Waukee Northwest. First pitch well outside, 1-0. Rourke was hit by a pitch, scored a run, singled back in the 4th inning, and flew out to left field. And his first time at the plate. Fastball, a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Back ready again. In this long bottom of the 6, a 6-run 6 for Waukee Northwest. As the pitch misses inside, 2-1. Sun setting here in Waukee. Back behind us to the west. Pitch down to the dirt, 3-1. And a hitter's count for Cam Rourke. Rourke came in batting .458 on the season. This one popped up into short left field. Wilson's underneath it. He'll give way to the center fielder, Kelly, who puts it away for the final out. Not before a 6-spot put up by the Wolves. We go to the 7th. Last chance for the Maroons when we come back. 9-1, Waukee Northwest with the lead over Dowling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Over 17,000 vehicles sold from this sale.
Back with you as we go to the 7th inning in Waukee. Trent Condon, glad to have you aboard with us tonight for the CIML matchup. First pitch swinging out to left field. Coming in and there to make the play is Tanner Jackson for the first out of the 7th inning as Dylan Webb is retired. One away for the Maroons in what was a tight game until the last half inning.
Phillips.
Things got away. 6 runs plated by Waukee Northwest as they lead 9-1 in the top of the 7th. Parker to Phillips. The ball came in with the kids playing out the right field side. Gotta be careful with those swings, youngsters. Here's the first pitch swinging out near where they're playing. Out of play 0-1. Off the bat of Parker to Phillips. To Phillips, played the only run of the night for Dowling Catholic, a solo home run. Back in the 4th inning, that made it 2-1. We were there until the bottom of the 5th, when it was 3-1. Had a called strike before the big last inning. Back ready again. As that pitch skips in the dirt out of the hand of Chuck Berdovich. Berdovich trying to pick up the complete game victory for Waukee Northwest. He's been sharp, allowed just 3 hits, the single run. As the sturdy right-hander works. Ground ball over to second base, the easy flip from Cam Rourke. As he gets it over to Caden Kitzman for the second out. In the top of the 7th
number 24,
inning.
Wyatt Jones.
2 outs for the Maroons. It'll be up to Wyatt Jones to try to extend the ball game for Dowling. Jones 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. This one skied into center field, long run, diving attempt at it. Did he get it? He did. A diving grab by Andrew Eastman to end the ball game. And put another one in the win column for Waukee Northwest.
Your final score, Waukee Northwest 9.
9-1 the final.
The Wolves' next game will be this Saturday at 1 and 4 p.m.
We'll take a timeout, come back, and put a cap on this one. Waukee Northwest, a 9-1 win over Dowling Catholic. When we come back, this is high school baseball, 96.9 FM, and video streaming on CISN TV.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
This is so nice.
It's hard to stop a train.
Time, Waukee Northwest High School. Final score here, 9-1. Waukee Northwest gets the win over Dowling Catholic. It was a tight one throughout until a 6-run, 6-inning opened things up for Waukee Northwest as they get the victory. Before we finish up our coverage here this evening, it's time to hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. A lot of great candidates in this one. Chuck Berdovich with a complete game on the mound with 5 strikeouts. He was outstanding, but one stood above the rest, and that is Drew Fitzpatrick. He goes 2 for 3 at the plate, a single, a run scored in the third, a solo home run in the fifth, and then the sacrifice fly in the sixth inning. 2 for 3 overall, 2 runs scored, a home run, and 3 RBI. Drew Fitzpatrick, our Graphite Construction Group hard hat player of the game. That'll do it for our coverage here this evening from Waukee. Thanks everybody watching on CISN TV and everybody out there listening on 96.9 FM. That'll do it for our coverage on CISN TV. On the radio side, we'll send it back to regular programming already in progress on 96.9 FM. Good night, everyone.